What would you do if you had $1 million? Write it down in the comments. What would it be the first thing you spend it on? Would you donate with it? Would you use it for family, pay bills, fun stuff, groceries? Put it right down in the comments. $1 million, and that's what you could win if you win this bracket challenge. I think you get $1 million if you're, I don't know if it's a perfect bracket or just the best bracket. So I've done autofill and it filled in all of it, so kind of clicked all of them back. See if I agree with some of them or not. So Medvedev. So he started this year doing pretty well, and then this summer he's been kind of not doing well, but he should get into the second round with ease. Rinderknech versus Halius. I'm gonna go with Halius. Rinderknech's path has been subpar. But Ben Shelton has been doing really well. He upset Rude. Keep that in mind. Basilavi hasn't been doing that well this year. He can compete though. Boy, he can compete. Kairos, the two Australians, they lost the doubles at the Cincinnati Open against Ram and I forget who Ram's partner was, but they're very good friends. But Kairos is so good; he's taken this tournament seriously. I like Kakinakis, but Kairos, man. Banzai, Humbert, Hugo Humbert. Usually go with Humbert, but Banzai's been showing a little spark. Tabi Lowe, Chilean player, solid. I would bet again with him. Batista Goods consistency, experience, resilience should beat Wolf. Theme, yeah, he had to come back from his surgery, but Busta won the Canadian Open. So I'd say Busta is a favorite here in this tournament. I mean a favorite in terms of going deep, fantasy wise. Garin, another Chilean player. Shouldn't have a problem there. D Manure, a dark horse here. So don't bet against him. Kachanova's power. Be afraid. Volkan, not only better in rankings, but his stature is better. He's taller, I think, and he weighs more, so he has an advantage there. Draper, another dark horse. Rusavuori's not to be messed with, though. But I will go Draper. Aliassime, another dark horse who can sneak his way into the semis or even farther. Tsitsipas, you know how I feel about him if you watched my videos before. Picking him pretty far. He shouldn't have a problem first round. Sonego shouldn't have a problem against Australian here. Davidovich is showing a sign of potential. So, I'm going to go with Fujovic is so questionable. I'm going to go with Gracie on home court. Murray, man. He's on a down slope. He's going to hit rock bottom. I'm going to go with Serlando. Serranondolo. Millman. I'm going to go with Millman here. I'm going to go with Anjor here. Berrettini's power. Overwhelming. Brandon Holt. His mom is actually, Brandon Holt's mom is actually Tracy Austin, two-time tournament winner, remains youngest champion in U.S. Open history. Although, he's going against Fritz. Fritz is red hot. I'm going to go with Fritz. Kachin versus Bedin. I'm gonna go with Kachin here. He's been showing a little bit more wins. Wawrinka should be able to. His power is so much to handle. Van de Schlap been doing really well. Last two, Manarino and the Winston Salim Open. Although he might be tired. Keep that a factor in here. Paul could go far. Korda, another American. I'm gonna go with Van Richthofen here. He's been showing promising skills. Edmund Rude, although, yeah, he did have some questionable losses, but I saw his Instagram, he looks ready. Ott versus Herzak. Herzak going a little under the radar. I don't think he'll make the biggest moves this time around, but Corey should be doing well. Manarino just won the Winston Salim Open. Tired. So I'm gonna go with him. Musetti. I don't know. How well's been Musetti been doing? Gasket. Lost the gasket. Won against Bedin. Interesting. I'll stay with Musetti here. Dimitrov has been doing really well. Nakashima should win. I'm gonna go with Martinez here. Sinner should be doing well this tournament. Kilic, yep. Ramos, he can be a good player when it comes time, but we'll see how far he goes. Ducksworth, he has experience in the tournament. Evans should do well. Korch, we all know he won the Cincinnati Masters. Dark Horse, Jacoby Brooksby. I'm gonna go with Korea here. Alcaraz shouldn't have a problem. Norrie shouldn't have a problem. McDonald shouldn't have a problem. Isner. Gojowicz is an interesting player, but Rune is doing good. Shapovalov shouldn't have a problem here. I'm gonna go with Bayana here. Been showing more success than Munar. Kwan is actually a good player. He's one of those players who always plays Djokovic in the first round and loses because Djokovic, you know. Rublev shouldn't have a problem. Schwartzman versus Sock, very exciting match actually. I'm gonna go with Schwartzman, yeah. Papirin should beat Sang. I'm gonna go with Ymir here. One of the other players that's faced like Nadal or Djokovic in the first round. In the heart of the tournament. Tiafoe should do well. Kecmanovic should do well here. Gasket should win against Trevor Daniel. Fognini is questionable. I'm gonna go with Karastev. Nadal should win there. Nadal is slowing down though. He plays on Tuesday. Medvedev should be able to handle Hellas to having easy rounds. The higher seed you are, the easier opponents you face. Usually. Shelton. I think Basilevi can stay up to par with some of the big players, although he's been on a downslope this year, so I think Shelton upset Rude, so Kairos should handle Bonsai pretty easily. Tabilo, I'm sorry. Batista Agu's consistency and resiliency just go. And Tabilo is just will be a good match, but Agut. Batista Agut or Karina Busta. This should be a fun match actually. But I'm gonna go with Busta. Demonua should handle Garin. I could see an upset, but Kachanov's power. could see an upset here, but Ali Sim has been also doing well. He has a lot of aces in his back pocket. Tsitsipas, Sonego not been up to par, so Tsitsipas. Creasy should do well. He's on home court. Millman, I'm gonna go with Sir Orlando. Low, I want $1 million, you know. Berrettini's power. Berrettini, though, not been as great this year. Fritz shouldn't have a problem here. Wawrinka against a tired Van Dijlap. I'm gonna go with Wawrinka here. Paul shouldn't have a problem here. Rude shouldn't have a problem here. Herzog shouldn't have a problem. Musetti against a tired Manarino. I'm gonna go with Musetti here. Actually, I'll go with Manarino. Dimitrov shouldn't have a problem. Sinner shouldn't have a problem here. Italian. Or excuse me, no, they're not both Italian. Kilic shouldn't have a problem. This should be actually a good match here, though. Evans. Ducksworth, I'd like to see win. There's lots of Australians in this tournament. Australians versus each other, and then Kokinas versus Kairos. I'm gonna go with Evans, though. This should be an exciting match, but Court should be handle Brooksby's strangeness. Brooksby has a strange way of playing. Court, though, he's one of those players I don't think all that that tournament tired or slowed him down one bit. Alcaraz shouldn't have a problem here. Nori against McDonald, good match, but Nori should be able to win. Isner, I'm gonna say it's not even upset really, I guess, in terms of seeding, yeah, but Isner is such a good player, he's underrated. Shapovalov, good player. Kind of inconsistent, but should be able to handle Bayana. Rublev should handle Kwan pretty well. Kwan's a good player, but not up to Rublev's level. Schwartzman should handle Popperin with his world classness. Schwartzman is so good at receiving, you know. And his serve is amazing. Tiafoe should win. I'm gonna say Gasket for the upset here. Nadal should win Kyrstov. That's a good match right there, though. Go back up to the top. I could see an upset here, but Medvedev should go into the round of quarterfinals. Kairos also has they're on the same playing field, but Kairos is so much more freshened up. I'm gonna say De Minaur will want it more. Ali Sim should handle the power of Kachanov. Tsitsipas should handle Creasy. Creasy's haven't had a tougher matching. Berrettini shouldn't have trouble with Orlando. Fritz shouldn't have a problem with Wawrinka, despite his power. Fritz is just red hot. Now here's interesting. He has 2 Americans in a row if he wins. If he wins against Paul, I think he'll lose to Fritz. But I think if Paul wins, he'll also lose to Fritz. So whoever wins, I'm gonna go with Rude. Herzog against a tired Manarino. Herzog having an easy path. Dimitrov shouldn't have a problem there. Kilic should handle Evans. Oh, probably one of the best games of the tournament. Cork beat Alcaraz in their last meeting at the Cincinnati Open, which wasn't long ago, but Alcaraz is gonna give it all he's got, I think. He's one of my favorites in terms of fantasy. Isner could upset here. I'll go down here real quick. I think Shapovalov should win here. I'm gonna go Norrie. I will say here, Schwartzman tends to do well against ranked players. His most recent loss was Tsitsipas in the Cincinnati Open. Yeah. I'm gonna go with an upset here. I might regret that, but Nadal shouldn't have a problem here. This is getting the tough zone. Medvedev is 18-2 in this tournament. I think that'll carry him past Kairos. De Minaur, Aliassime. Tough, tough, tough. Although De Minaur faced Busta, while Aliassime faced Kachanov. I'll go Aliassime. Tsitsipas showed very potential in this Cincinnati Masters. Berrettini's not so much. I think this is where Ruud stops. Herzak is so relentless. I could so see an upset here though with Dimitrov. But I'll go with Herzak. Alcaraz going against Kilic. I will say Alcaraz had a better chance of losing against Cork than Kilic. I'll say that much. Norrie, I think Shapovalov stops here, honestly. Honestly, I don't think he'll get past Rublev, but I changed my mind. In that case, I think I'll go Rublev here. You know, I'd love to see Tiafoe win. I'm a fan of Tiafoe, but I'm not like, he's not like I'm not a fan of him like some people are a fan of Nadal. Nadal should, Tiafoe's had a tougher path though. Schwartzman, yeah. Nadal. We're in the tough range now. Aliassime, I don't know if I did this right with Aliassime here, honestly. Aliassime can beat top players, but in a crunch, Medvedev should move on here. Oh, man. I think Fritz has this upset. Another good match. Oh. Alcaraz has had a little bit of a tougher path, but man, they're both so relentless. I'm gonna go with Alcaraz. He wants this so bad, doesn't he? Nadal versus Rublev. I don't know if I see Rublev winning that. Actually, I do see Rublev winning that, but beating Nadal? Or not beating Nadal. Actually, yeah, Nadal should win. I think. Go back up here. Medvedev versus Fritz. Um, you know, if you want to win $1 million, you vote for the better player. Medvedev is. I will say Alcaraz should be able to beat Nadal or Rublev. Or here, Zach. And I will say for here, this is tough. I'll go Fritz. But once Medvedev gets this far, he doesn't stop. It's when he gets beaten earlier. Okay. It's time to pick the winner of this tournament. Man, it was tough. How do I get there? Ooh. I know in the background you guys are cheering for Alcaraz to win this match, probably. If, let's say, Fritz faces Alcaraz in the final, I'd probably say Alcaraz. However, Medvedev has more of a chance. I'll say Medvedev. Let's go to the women's bracket. I'll go through it quickly. I'll go through it real quickly. Kind of know who I want to pick already for here. Liao should win. Zhang should upset. Paris should be fine. I mean, I don't know much about their talents as I do there. I'll just show you my picks real quick here. Azarenka, really good player. German, yeah. Benčić. Downside, yeah. Yeah. Osaka. Venus. Sablenka, good. Marino should do fine here. Keys should go far in the tournament. She had a really nice run in the last tournament. Lee should do fine here. Wang, Sakari, Jabbar, Mandlik should do fine there. Rogers doing well this tournament. Kind of going quick here because I know. I don't know their abilities that well, but do have an idea of who's good. Serena Williams. Swiatek. Kuzang. Picula shouldn't have a problem there. Azarenka shouldn't have a problem there. Piscola. Saka. Yeah, Venus. Keys. Oh, Kokogov. Excuse me. Doing well this time. I think these two right here, Kokogov and Haddad Maya, go far. Jabbar. Rogers. That should be a really good match. Hopefully Serena wins. I'm rooting for Serena. Swiatek shouldn't have a problem here. Edmovosa shouldn't have a problem here. I'm gonna say Kvitov. I'm gonna say upset here. Actually, I'll go. That's a tough one. Sablenka shouldn't have a problem. Lip shouldn't have a problem. Kokogov. Good match, though. Haddad. Sakura shouldn't have a problem. Rogers should upset here. I don't. Yeah. Fernandez. Oh. Serena. I have to. It's her last tournament. Emma Bosa. Could see an upset here. Azarenka. Sablenka. Kokogov. Haddad. Rogers shouldn't have a problem. Hopefully Serena wins. I mean, I really want Serena. I don't care. I'll go Pegula here. Sablenka. Kokogov is one of my favorites here. Serena does have a chance, actually. semis. Where are we here? Coco Gauff versus Serena. Then up here, I'm gonna go with Sablanka here. I don't want to see Serena lose. I just don't. I'd love to see Serena, I think. Well, I know who would pick for this one. And then I'll do fantasy tennis. I'm gonna build my roster here for you guys. So Quadrant Run. You're looking for players who are gonna go far, but aren't really obvious. Like, for example, I might do Kairos. Go with Fritz. Cork. Actually, yeah. Here, I'll go. Shapovalov. Women's, like I said, and then for here, Azarenka, Quadrant 3. Let me go with Goff here. Oh, which one is Goff in? Not that one. Goff. Go. Not that one. Rogers. No idea. Like total or just in the final match? If it's total, I don't know. I think I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, I have more faith in Corch going far. Fritz should go far. I mean, Kairos. Demonure should go far, yeah. I switch him out with Demonure. I think I'm happy with where I am, though. Thanks for watching today. I'll post some reactions to the tournament throughout the week.